But I have to say, though, I hate to say it, but for over 8 years of my life, I was part of that ridiculous deception. And trying to convince people and, successfully convincing people that what I was saying was true and legitimate. And something else that I was part of for over 8 years was the protests that you saw outside when you got here today. Did people see our friends outside? Yeah? There was party of 10 out there or something. And I have to say that I am so thankful that we live in a country where we are able to go and have that type of freedom of speech, where we are able to go and voice our opinions no matter how ridiculous they are. I wish that the issue of abortion wasn't even something that was on our lips. But I am thankful that we live in a free country. I was once part of the people that would go outside and picket these type of events. I wouldn't go out there, though, if there were only 10 people. That would just be embarrassing. There were a lot of things that I did during my time with Planned Parenthood that I could feel very ashamed of, that I could wallow around and feel guilty about. We got any Catholics in the house? All right, how about the non-Catholics represent? Yeah, woo! Non-Catholics, woo! All right, well, I for all of you Catholics, my husband and I are coming into the church. And for all of you non-Catholics, I spent 29 years of my life not in the church, so woo! Okay. When you become Catholic, you have to choose a confirmation saint, right? And I had a very hard time choosing a confirmation saint, right? And I kept thinking, who am I going to pick? Who am I going to pick? I don't know anything about saints or anything. And so I started looking at all these books, right? Flipping through and trying to find one that I thought was good for me. And I kept praying about it. And I felt like that God was kept putting Mary on my heart. And I thought, I'm not picking Mary. Okay? I'm not going from, being in the abortion industry to picking the big kahuna. Okay? I'm not doing that. Okay? I'm not worthy. Okay? And so I thought, I'm not doing that. And so I told my priest, I said, I'm gonna be confirmed. I'm just not gonna have a confirmation saint. And he said, who do you think God's telling you? And I said, I'm not gonna tell you. And he said, well, he's telling you to pick Mary, isn't he? And I said, maybe, I'll never tell. And so anyway, so I kept thinking about it, and I just thought, I've just resolved, I'm not going to have a confirmation saint. Well, then later on, I was reading in the Bible, and I was doing a Bible study, and I was flipping through the Bible, and part of the Bible study was on Mary Magdalene. And I just, oh my gosh, I'm not really a crier, but I opened up the Bible, and oh my gosh, I started reading, the story about Mary Magdalene that we all know, right? And we all know how precious she was to Christ and how precious Christ was to her. And I started reading it, and I just started weeping, and I thought, oh, okay, that's it. And when I started thinking about it, I thought, well, gosh, that makes perfect sense, right? Because Mary Magdalene, right, she was such a big sinner. Like me, like us. And yet, she had been forgiven so much. And because of this forgiveness that she received, she knew she just clung to Christ his whole life. And she was there, right, when he died. And she was the first one that he revealed himself to after he was resurrected. And so there was such grace shown to her and such devotion that she showed to him. And I thought, okay, I guess I am picking Mary.